Hi everybody, this is Mythical, and today I'm talking about some new Godzilla 2 information. And today I'll be talking about the screenwriter for Godzilla 2 now confirmed. Now before I talk about the actual information, let me discuss who was the screenwriter for Godzilla 2014. Now most of you know that the screenwriter for Godzilla 2014 was obviously Max Bornstein, and I also heard that David Callahan also worked with him, but Max Bornstein did most of it while David Callahan did some minor parts. Maybe he did like a little bit of the beginning scene maybe or something. Or it could be the other way around where Max Bornstein did some parts, but on the other hand, David Callahan did most of the movie. Even though I think Max Bornstein was the one that made mainly or most of the story. That's what I'm thinking. So I might be wrong or might be right. So please tell me in the comment below if Max Bornstein did most of the story or if David Callahan did most of the story. But anyways, the main person who was in charge of writing the story was Max Bornstein. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So now let's get into the revelation of who is writing Godzilla 2. So the person who was writing Godzilla 2 is Max Bornstein. Yes, the person or the man who wrote Godzilla 2014, mainly wrote Godzilla 2014, is writing for Godzilla 2. Now this might be some pretty nice information for some people, and there might be some other people really disappointed about this. I'm in the middle. For me, the story was alright. It wasn't so fantastic, nor was it so horrible and horrific. For me, it was average, but I think it can excel way more. For me, it can excel way more. Max Bornstein has those skills, but it's just kind of, I don't know, didn't really release that punch of epicness. Or I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. I don't know how to metaphorically say it. But I don't know, it can just be a little better. Like for me, it was alright. It was average. For what we got, it was alright. It was decent. But it can be way better. There's some other Godzilla movies that probably have a better story than this movie, honestly. I will admit that. Probably. I'm saying probably. I need to rewatch all the movies again, because I haven't seen the movies for a very long time. The most recent movie I've seen is obviously Godzilla 2014. But now counting Godzilla 2014, Godzilla 1984 was the most recent movie I saw, which was last year. So, so I need to probably rewatch all the Godzilla movies all over again to actually see which is the movie with the best story. But I don't think this one is one of them. I mean, this one could be one of them, but it's not the one that has the best story out of all of them, nor blockbuster movies. Like, if you're comparing this movie to like a blockbuster movie, I don't know which one, because I don't really see too many blockbuster movies, so I can't really compare it with anything or whatever. But there's some blockbuster movies that probably have a better story than this movie, most likely. As I mentioned, this has a decent story. Godzilla 2014 had a decent story, but not the best. It could be a little better. For me, Ford Brody was pretty good. Ishiro Serizawa was pretty good. So, not Ford Brody. I did not mean to say Ford Brody. I'm going to say Bryan Cranston and Ishiro Serizawa did a pretty good job. Vivian Graham, she was just tossed in there just for to have a female character, I guess, or something. For me, she was kind of lazily put, in my opinion. Let's see, Ford Brody, he just not very awesome, in my opinion. He was, also, he was alright. I think he's a little less than decent, in my opinion. Elizabeth Olsen, not really too careable or whatever, or what's that word? I didn't really care for them too much. Sam Brody, not at all. She's just a random kid or whatever. I didn't really care for him too much either. So, probably the one I cared most is probably Bryan Cranston. I mean, I forgot about Juliette Binoche. Kind of Juliette Binoche, a little bit. I think in that shot where Juliette Binoche was like in the facility and then she was about to be dead, I think probably the main reason why I was crying was basically what Bryan Cranston was feeling whenever his wife was actually dying there. That's what made me, have that emotional feeling. So, Juliette Binoche did do a little bit of good emotional parts, but I think Bryan Cranston is the best for the emotional parts, and even probably the best character. Second place, maybe Shira Serizawa. Third place, Juliette Binoche. Fourth place, I don't know, all the rest can just all be combined for fourth place or whatever. But that's basically it for this video. I'll give you a link to this article in the description below. Tell me comment below, are you happy that Max Bornstein is actually writing Godzilla 2? Or are you disappointed? And also, if you are disappointed, who do you want to be the screenwriter for Godzilla 2? So anyways, and for this video, subscribe, like, and comment. This is A.K.A Kaiju signing out.